Hi everyone, this is Kelly Rose with my assignment for reflection of our research project. I did my research project on project-based learning. My research question was, how could I effectively implement project-based learning into a third grade classroom? What I found was that project-based learning can do a lot of things. One thing that it can do is increase motivation and engagement in students. A lot of the research I found was about students saying how interesting and challenging and worthwhile they felt that their projects were, and how that increased their motivation to do well on them and be successful. Project-based learning can also help build those 21st century skills. Um, Obviously, we want to teach reading and writing and math, but the skills like teamwork, research gathering, time management, reasoning, problem solving are all skills that our students need to know in order to be successful in the future. And project based learning helps them kind of incorporates all of those things. Project based learning creates opportunities for students to discover learning on their own. I felt like this was very important. I feel as a teacher, sometimes I just stand up there and I'm telling kids things, and this strategy really allows them to discover the learning on their own. It allows students to take ownership of their learning. Project-based learning has a lot of goal setting involved within it, and so the students are actually making checklists and taking control of what they're learning and ownership of what they're learning. It can provide critical thinking opportunities that lead to lifelong learners. The strategies used in problem-based learning are strategies that they'll need to know for the rest of their lives and will help them to become lifelong learners. And it's also very easy to integrate several subjects into one project. I saw several projects that had science and reading and social studies and math and that sort of thing. So even though it's more time consuming, you can integrate more subjects into one setting. My biggest takeaways, one would be differentiation. It's very easy to differentiate through problem-based learning. You can do this through authentic assessments, having students create different projects based on their interests, their needs. They can be simplified and modified to fit each student. And then also through goal setting. I talk to my students a lot about how their biggest goal should be that they want to improve, and that means something different for everybody. So I feel like through problem-based learning, they can truly understand that they're working at their level and on what they need to be doing to challenge themselves, and it's not going to look the same for everybody else. Another takeaway I had was that it's easier than you think. I've always been hesitant to start problem-based learning because I felt like it would be a lot of extra work that I wasn't quite ready for. Through my research, I found a lot of good resources that already have projects made that are easily modified to fit your classroom. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. Start small. I would like to not have everything revolving around project-based learning in my classroom, but maybe start small and do projects here and there to get some practice in. And just renovating an existing project, and then don't be afraid to ask for help. I know at our school we have currently one innovative specialist, but we're getting two more next year, and those are definitely people. Hopefully, you have someone in your school that you can go to that can be your support and kind of help you on your journey. The impact of collaboration on this project, I felt that looking at everyone's different learning strategies, I was able to discover and gain more insight on different learning strategies. In our community, we now have so many reliable resources to refer back to with all of these different strategies. And I felt like this way of learning is a good strategy to use in my own classroom, having, students become experts in a subject that's all falls under one umbrella and then kind of come together with what they've learned. I think that's a good way that I think even in third grade, that's something that I could use. So I think that was very helpful. I enjoyed this project, and I enjoyed reading all your research papers, and thank you.